Hello everyone, I am the Honest Hierophant, and in today's video we're going to be getting into an unemployed career reading, or for anybody that is looking to switch careers, this reading will also be for you, and we'll get into those things honestly. In the readings, it will cover what exactly you need to hear to help you progress into finding that next career, maybe things that you need to work on or to improve upon yourself, or maybe some things that you need to release. And then we'll also get into what this next career might be, what it might seem like to you, how it might feel, things of that nature. So to pick your piles, we have 3 piles here on the table. We have the first pile, which is the Wild Unknown Tarot with a piece of clear quartz. Then we have the Astromatrix Tarot with a piece of Amethyst. And then for pile number 3, we have the Black and Gold Night Tarot with a piece of Hematite. The physical properties and the zodiac signs attached to each crystal will be down in the description below if you need help picking your pile, if that helps you in any sort. But feel free to pick your pile now, and the timestamps are also down below in the description. Before we jump into your reading, I would also like to say that you can book a private reading with me. That link is also down in the description. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope this reading helps, and I can't wait to get into your reading. See you there. Hello, my pile number ones, whether you have chosen the Wild Unknown Tarot or whether you have chosen the Clear Quartz Tower, welcome into your section of the video. So glad to have you. If this reading resonates with you, it'd be such an honor to hear from you and to hear about your story. But let's go ahead and get into it. You're here for a career reading. Either you are unemployed or you have decided that maybe a career switch, change up, may be in best interest for you. So let's go ahead and dive into that reading for yourself. And let's try to figure out what it is that is happening currently in your life. Like, why are things at a stall? Why are things crazy? Things of that nature. Let's try to figure out more about your current situation. I'm just going to do a simple 5-card spread here and try to figure out more details about you. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Devil. And we have the Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. So, to me, it seems like you are a really, dedicated worker. You are somebody that likes to work. You are somebody that likes to get things done. You are someone that likes to accomplish things. You are somebody that has kind of hit a roadblock from being able to do that. And I feel like the connection with yourself has maybe built up some habits from either your past workplace or your current workplace, and you are in fatigue of these habits that aren't like you. Maybe you are feeling like you aren't like yourself, and that you have a standard for yourself. You have aspirations for yourself that you are not achieving currently with what it is that you are doing. And I feel like that relationship has to be kind of healed in a way, knowing that's not you, knowing that you only did what you had to do to keep up with everything that was around you, and that things can improve. It's not like you did something disastrously. It's not something that you did something negatively. It's not something that you can really hold on yourself as maybe like you hurt something or hurt somebody. I feel like you are fleeting from some rigid ways that you are not satisfied with. And I feel like you are losing touch with yourself. So I think that might be the reason why you have either left your former work or you're wanting to leave your former work right now, is that you don't see the same reflection of yourself that you have seen before you started working at this last place that you have worked. So you're wanting to make that change. You're wanting to figure out what's the next best move for you. And we can get into that. What are some things that pile number 1 has got to work on to find this next best thing for themselves? Let's see what we can pull here. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Empress. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Daughter of Wands. And then lastly, we have the Son of Pentacles. So the Daughter of Wands is the Page of Wands, and the Son of Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles. We got a lot of Wands energy here. And I feel like there's a bit of conflict with yourself. I feel like the conflict that you have with yourself is that you feel like you've become something that you are not, right? I feel like you are somebody that is looking to a point of blaming yourself for the way things have gone, or maybe you feel like there's something wrong with yourself. You feel like maybe that you should have appreciated what you had before, or something along the lines of that, that you're really not satisfied with how you handled yourself or how you handled past situations, and you're really blaming yourself for that. But also with the current outlook of looking for a job, I also feel like you are maybe reaching some dead ends here, that you are kind of blaming yourself as well. And you're just like, man, like, why can I not get this job? Why can I not find something that is calling me? Why can I not like find the energy to put into this next career, or finding this next career? And I think it really resolves around like the energy that you are feeding yourself. I think that you have got to be a bit more delicate to yourself, pile number one. You've got to really embrace the loving qualities and aspirations to yourself that is the opposite of what you're doing now. You need to be able to take care of yourself. You need to be able to, be that guiding mentor to yourself as well. It almost seems like you are having trouble staying positive. You're having trouble staying the course. Maybe you feel like you've got to switch things up. Maybe you have an idea of what it is that you want to pursue. Let's just say, for example, that you are like a certified electrician and you are thinking like, man, I really want to get an electrician job. I don't necessarily want to, run my own business, but I want to be able to work for somebody and help people out and do that kind of work. But the more and more roadblocks that you come across, and the more you become deprived of finding that work, even though you think it's supposed to be easy, you're thinking to yourself like, well, if I can't find it, then maybe I need to switch up things. Maybe I need to switch the course of finding something brand new to do. Maybe I need to become a plumber, or maybe I need to go back to school, or maybe I need to do this. I don't think that's the case. I think the problem here is the energy that you address yourself with, and the energy that you talk to yourself with. And then that energy that you're talking to yourself with, you absorb it. You become that energy. And that's what you're putting out into the universe, which is blocking you from finding what it is that you truly desire. And I think what you truly desire is what it is that you feel the most like educated in, or the most reliable in, something that you feel like you are the best at, or you feel like you've worked hard to get to a certain point of knowing how to do something, and you're just wanting to reproduce that in the right manners. You don't want to be that person that does what the other people in your workforce are doing. You don't want to be the person that rips people off. You don't want to be the person that, lollygags in the back corner and chit-chats or stays on their phone. You want to be that person that is driven, that wants to work and stay up with their work and be able to provide something that is good quality. That's who you are, pile number one. And I don't think you have to go away from that. I think you can stay in that energy. I think you can stay within that career field and be okay with doing that. Whatever that is for you, it obviously isn't having to be a certified electrician, but whatever that is for you that you have learned to become, you can stay that. But you've got to rework your energy to be able to master finding that work again. Maybe it is starting your own business. Maybe you don't feel the confidence to start your own business, but maybe it is taking that work that you have longed to learn how to do and dedicated your time into achieving great success with it. And maybe it is starting your own business. Maybe you are the person that needs to activate this like self-control or activating, your own destiny, right? You take your destiny in your own hands and you allow yourself to, do whatever it is that you need to do to create what it is that you're looking for. Maybe you are the master of creating what it is that you're looking for. So let's go ahead and dive into your next career, I guess, or your next job. Maybe you are in the career that you need to be in. What is pile number one's next job or career? What do they need to be looking for? We have the Sun, the Three of Cups, the Mother of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Right. So this to me shows that you've experienced this before. You've experienced the energy of this next career before. You know what it looks like. And the reason why you know what it looks like is because you are the one that, longs for this. You are the one that dreams for this. You already know what energy you're looking for. You've already specified in your mind what it is that you're looking for. And right now, you are kind of like a brick wall, right? And I think that deals with your energy because it feels like things are being like tossed towards you, right? You're maybe getting breadcrumbs to follow the trail, but for some reason, you are not like in a position right now to take on that information. You're not in a position right now to see the signs. You are not necessarily self-absorbed, but you're in an energy right now of working on yourself to be able to create that energy to match what it is that is supposed to come into your life. And I feel like you've already experienced this energy before. I feel like you're in a position right now where you're not necessarily switching careers, or maybe you might be switching careers, but it might be a career that you had started in before. Let's just say you went to college. I'm just going to go back to the electrician example just because that's what I feel called to. But let's just say you go into electrical school, right? You go to school to become a certified electrician. You start in the electrician field. You then switch fields to something else. Maybe it's something to deal with finances. Maybe you're a finance manager. And then you start realizing like, hey, maybe, like that electrician role was something that I was like really good at and I was really inspired and really dedicated to doing that. And then maybe you're going back to that. Maybe you're going back to something that you were formerly known as, and that's what you pursue. And I could see yourself, taking some of the things that you have learned throughout this course. Maybe you have learned how to deal with finances. Maybe you have dealt with learning business. Maybe you went to school for a business degree or something along that nature. And you execute that. You are able to use that information that you have learned to maybe create your own business. I honestly feel like maybe you are going to be an entrepreneur to do exactly what it is that you're longing to do, whether it's a handyman, maybe a certified electrician, maybe a plumber, maybe somebody that deals with finances, maybe you become a CPA, something that you are definitely skilled at that you can turn the fold. Maybe you control your own destiny. Maybe you become the person of like a boss position and you take that energy and fulfill what it is that you have been longing to look for. I honestly think that you have felt this energy before because it is your dream. It is what you want. It is what you long for. It is what you are programmed to be. You know this energy, but you cannot take this energy on right now because you have not mastered your own energy of being relaxed, being calm, being collected, being in a phase of understanding who you are. You've got to understand who you are. You've got to dial back your energy. You've got to release anything that is not you. So that way you can absorb this newfound energy that is trying to get to you, that is trying to direct you. Maybe you don't feel very pulled or called into creating your own business because maybe you doubt yourself. Maybe you feel like you're not ready. Maybe you feel like that's not you. But what about if it is you? Are you willing to take that chance? Are you willing to take that opportunity? Are you willing to do something with it just to try it? Maybe you give it like 6 months just to try it, see how it goes. Because right now, if you're in an unemployed position, you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. So maybe researching, learning more about it, trying to figure it out will get you to a point where you might feel like you are ready for that. But if you're not ready for that, I do feel like whatever circumstances, whatever idea you have in your mind that is picture perfect for what you relate to, of being a hard worker, of dealing with no BS, not putting up with a boss who could care less about you or could care less about what your coworkers are doing. Whatever it is that you imagine yourself being in the right workforce, that is what's coming for you. That is what is going to be the energy that is delivered into your lap, that is delivered into your life. But you've got to be in a position of working on yourself, releasing the things that you are supposed to release, not doubting yourself, putting positive energy back into yourself, knowing who you are, knowing who you can be, knowing who, like your best self is, and being able to represent that, being able to present it to other people, right? So let's try to figure out one more thing here. Is there any evidence of this next career path for pile number 1? Just had a card drop in the floor. 2 cards, actually. We have the Tower. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So, you've got to release some things here. There's some things that are trying to leave you. There is some doubt. There is some misconceptions. There is some limited beliefs of yours that is trying to be pulled away from you, that is trying to be, taken away from your path. But it's almost like you're holding on to this energy because for some reason that energy is what you feel comfortable with. That energy is what is your comfort zone. But it's almost like you've got to reach outside of your comfort zone to bring in this fulfilling energy, to bring in this matched energy that you are. This energy is trying to match who you are, but you're holding on to the opposite. You're holding on to the opposite energy of what you are. So releasing this energy, allowing it to be pulled away from you, and allowing the matched energy to come in will give you that ultimate fulfillment. Look for what it is that will fulfill you, pile number 1. And that is going to be your next career choice. Like I'm saying, I'm thinking it's like a trade, whether it's a CPA, electrician, plumber, welder. It could be a bunch of things. Finances, taxes, like anything that resolves around doing something for somebody that could potentially be your own business, right? It could be literally anything. It can match up with anybody right now, but you've got to have the firm belief that that can be you, that can be your trade, that can be your profession. You can't doubt yourself because of what has happened in your past or what has transpired in your previous job. Like, none of that can make you feel the way you feel. None of this job searching or career searching should make you feel the way you feel now about yourself. You need to reassure yourself. You need to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you have the ability to control your own destiny. You have the ability to grow into the light that you want to see in the world. Let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards here. I'm not saying it's for everybody to create their own business, but what I'm saying is it almost seems like what it is that's being aimed here. You obviously can go into another workforce, but I just feel like it's something that you have done previously before, something that you're very skilled at. And I just feel like you have the repertoire, you have the ability to do like your own business. Like you have the knowledge, you have things that you know. Maybe you just need to do a little bit more research to finish off that said business. But I do feel like you have the ability to either be your own boss, your own business partner, or you could be a higher up manager. You could be somebody that is, like in a good leadership role because you have that experience. So the 2 cards that I have here for you for advice is we have Uriel Red, Emotions, Healing, Devotion, Integrated. And then we have Divine Magic, Wishes, Goals, Dreams, and Accomplishment. So with this emotional healing, with this healing of your sacral, you will be able to have this confidence. And it might not just be the sacral, it might be the solar plexus up to the heart. So there might be 3 in 1, could even be the root. There's a lot of chakras that could be healed. There's a lot of emotions that could be healed. You've got to have that fire. You've got to have that dedication to yourself. You've got to really see what your self-worth is and heal that. Heal those emotions behind it. Heal these energies that you feel like are lacking right now for you, right? Put in time to that and integrate it into your search, into your work, into what you aspire to be, into your dreams. And I feel like these things will be fulfilled and accomplished by you putting work into this energy, you being able to find this energy. And I do feel like it's going to be successful. I do feel like you're going to be in an energy of peace and being able to say, hey, I could see myself doing this for another 10, 20, 30 years, depending on how old you are. I could definitely see you long lasting this and being really satisfied with this, energy of this next work that you're going to be doing. I really see you allowing this to carry you into happiness, into joy. And if things aren't necessarily working for you in this field, I can see you being the one to control the change, right? You're going to have the power to be able to say, oh, well, if Bobby over here is dicking around, then I can be able to say, hey, Bobby, let's work on not dicking around as much. And I can really see you having control for your own destiny. Having the power of your own destiny in your hands is what I see for you, pile number 1. So I hope this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to catch you on the next reading. Take care. Hello, my pile number 2s. Whether you have chosen the Astromatrix deck or the Amethyst crystal, welcome into your section of the video. So glad to have you here. In this reading, we're going to be covering your next career and the things that you need to know about it. Maybe we need to figure out things that you need to be working on right now to attract that career, things of that nature as well. So let's go ahead and dive on into the reading. What does pile number 2 need to know about their next career? Let's actually switch that question up. Let's do like what we did for pile number 1. Let's try to investigate more about what it is that you're currently going through, what kind of energies are you processing, things of that nature, and kind of figure out more about yourself so we can have a good standpoint here. Let's see. We've got the World. We've got the 9 of Cups. We got the Justice card. The 5 of Cups. And then lastly, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So I feel like this could go either way for, the collective of pile number 2. I feel like there's 2 different scenarios here. Whether you have completed something recently that has felt really, really good to you. Something that you feel like gave you a lot of life. Something that gave you a lot of good energy. Something that you were kind of destined, I guess, to be in, but this destined shift has created either a lack for you, or maybe you are trying to search for something that is going to also have that same energy as well. So I feel like you have really felt really good in this past energy, but for some reason here recently, you have shifted out of it. You have either completed it, lost it, whatever the case scenario is for you, I just feel like whatever it is, the time has ran out for it. I feel like you are now in a position where you are searching for either that again, or you're just reflecting on that experience and you're hoping that it's going to come back, or something along the lines of that. I feel very deeply that you are in a position where you are just seeking the same energy. You're wanting that same influence, that same energy, things of that nature. So, with that being said, there's new opportunities in front of you that obviously you're not looking at as well. Maybe there are some things that are being presented for you to grow into something, to also gain experience in that same particular field or something very similar to help you grow into something even much better, even much stronger. Let's try to investigate that. What is 5 of Cups supposed to signify here in this reading? What does pile number 2 need to look at? What are they not looking at about themselves? What are they not looking at on their path? What does pile number 2 need to work on? We've got the Page of Cups. We got the 8 of Cups. We got the Magician. The Ace of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. And then the King of Cups. So, I kind of want to say this is a contract type energy here for you, pile number 2, where you are destined to reach this fate, reach this destiny for yourself. You have contracted yourself to do some sort of work beforehand, and this is all in the timeline of experiencing that path for you. And right now, you are kind of in a closed off energy of you've walked away from something that was really, really good for you, really, really exciting, but you're not opening up to the next experience. You're not opening up to your truth, to your true potential, to the potential of your own emotions. You're kind of ignoring what the future could hold. You're also ignoring the potential of you being able to control your own destiny, you being able to make your reality what it is that you want. And you're really just reflecting on the past energy. You're really reflecting on how can I recreate that? How can I recreate what I just had, what I just experienced? And I don't think that's currently in the cards for you. I don't think that you can reproduce or reciprocate what it is that you once had. I think you are having, not necessarily being forced, but it is what you have signed up for previously in this life, or previously before coming into this life, that you have a specific thing that you are targeting. You are having a specific experience that you're supposed to be dealing with. And I think that you are on that trajectory of finding that, but you've got to be able to open up to the experience, to the timeline, being able to open up to the divine, being able to open up to divine timing and things of that nature. You've got to open up to the truth. You've got to open up to the truest potential for you and your truest abilities. You've got to learn the lessons that are being presented to you. You've got to walk the path that is being presented to you. And you've got to deal with what has already transpired. You can't just hold on to that forever and say, well, this is it. This is all I can do. This is all I want. No, there's much, much greater for you. There's much, much more that you'll be able to resonate with, that you'll be able to be satisfied with. And you won't be able to find that unless you're able to open up to that path. You've got to. So what exactly is this true potential for pile number 2? We have the 5 of Swords. We have the 9 of Cups. And we have the 10 of Wands. Oh. Interesting energy here. 5 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 10 of Wands. This is honestly quite confusing to me. Maybe you have your own input of what these cards signify to you. But I'm thinking along the lines of needing to really see your own like true satisfaction, your own true emotions without any sort of like extra impact from other energies. Like maybe knowing what it is that you want, knowing what it is you want to experience without other things contaminating that. Maybe you are somebody that is heavily influenced. Maybe you're someone that is influenced by a society. Maybe you're someone that's influenced by family or friends or whoever it may be. I just feel like maybe you catch on to trends or something like that. Maybe that's what this is talking about. And I think really cutting out all the distractions, cutting out all the pressure that is on you will really help you find your path, really help you find your truest potential and help find your calling of sorts. What's really going to make you happy, what it is that you're supposed to be achieving, what it is that you're supposed to be in contract for, finding that cup that is what you're going to be sitting on the throne with the king. You've got to find that cup. You've got to be the one that finds it alone, finds it independently, finds it without the pressure of anything else around you. And you've got to be able to really resonate with that cup. Maybe you think that you could have resonated with the cup that you had before, but maybe that's an artificial one. Maybe that's not exactly what the cup is. Maybe it's a replica, things like that. You've got to find the real cup. And I think finding the real cup, you'll be able to recognize what is real and what is not. So maybe you feel like you are distracted from that. And maybe you need to lock in and really try to find that for yourself. That is what the truth is. That is what you need to know. Let's see. What's the next question? What potential job or career is pile number 2 looking to get into? What do they need to know about that? For some reason, I'm hearing like architect. Architect. That could be an architect for building structures. That can be an architect for what your life's layout is supposed to look like. We got the King of Swords. We got the Chariot. We got the 7 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. And then the 7 of Wands. So yeah, like I feel like you're going to be somebody that is like a reliable position. You're going to be somebody that has a lot of creativity, someone that has a lot of ability to accomplish things according to timelines, according to set dates that you are scheduled to do something with. I feel that could be an architect, somebody that has the ability to control certain outcomes. That could be a event manager. That can be somebody that, prepares weddings. That could be somebody that coordinates things of that nature. I honestly feel like this is something that you are going to be in a pretty powerful position. Someone that dictates things, someone that projects things, someone that travels, someone that doesn't just sit still in one position. I'm feeling a lot of Sagittarius type energy. I'm feeling air energy as well. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini maybe. I'm honestly feeling like someone that can like plan things, someone that can put things into action, put things out there, put all the pieces together, coordinate things. Whatever that resonates for you, I feel like that's going to be your next career where you are traveling, working hard, focusing on your work and not much of anything else, and really just being in a powerful position or working your way up to that powerful position. Maybe you're not necessarily getting that right away, but maybe you are definitely working your way up to that position. It might take some time, but I feel like you have like this powerful, creative mindset that allows you to hold on to this role and produce this role really, really well for this future career. So I honestly think that you fit this role really nicely. Is there any other details about this next potential career? Is there any like job outcomes? Any job examples? We have Nine of Swords, Tower. Okay, so like I'm still feeling that architect type vibe here with these two cards. Not the greatest thing, but you know, like underneath it all, underneath the deck, we have these Sun card and the the Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Queen of Cups. So I feel like even though this is like some darker energy that has just came out of the cards, I do feel like this is something that you are going to resonate with and feel like a lot of great satisfaction. I just feel like you're going to be capable of designing things. Maybe making a very huge cultural impact on things. Maybe you are a fashion designer. Maybe you're going to be someone that is an artist that really portrays things very well. But I feel like you're going to be in a position to make a very significant impact that's going to have maybe a lot of stress, a lot of anxieties to it, but it almost seems like it's the path that you're wanting to take. It's the things that maybe you are kind of addicted to, and maybe it's not necessarily something that you've done recently in the past. Like I said, it's maybe something that you need to release from the past, and I just feel like it's a lot of chaotic energy that is going to be like a lot of fuel to your fire, a lot of great energy for you to be passionate about, something that is just moving quite frequently, moving quite steadily. And like I said, you're going to be focused on this career and mainly just that career. So if you have anything else that's going on in your life, it might take a pause from that. So I just feel like right now, whatever that career is coming up for you, it is something that is going to be the fuel to your fire. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be a power of position or working your way up to a power position. And you're going to be heavily focused on work itself. And you are fully capable of doing this. And it's going to be a great energy for you. So, any last thoughts from the tarot on this next career path for pile number 2? We have Knight of Wands coming out. There's the Knight of Pentacles as well. Okay, I guess all the cards from the bottom just came up to the top. Cool. So, I guess it just wanted to be either rephrased or reset or anything like that, but I do feel like this is a very passionate energy. I do feel like this is a very humble energy, and that it's going to create a lot of warmth in your life, a lot of satisfaction in your life, but you've got to be able to open up to it. You've got to be able to walk that path. It can't just be presented to you. You've got to be able to present yourself this path moving forward. So this path is only going to be acknowledged. This path is only going to be walked if you're willing to walk that path, if you're willing to find that path and allow yourself to get there. Okay? So stop looking at the past, look towards the future, be inspired by the future and what you can create, and things will develop in your life very, very steadily and very well improved. And like I said, this is something that you are destined to be. This is something that you are contracted to be. I just feel like you're going to be making a very significant difference in this world by taking on this path. So whatever that resonates with you for pile number 2, that is where you are headed. You're going to be someone that is going to inspire and make big changes in the world. So what advice does pile number 2 need to hear from the Oracle? See if we can get some advice for you. We have Shemuel Light Green, happiness, vibrancy, energy, hope. And then we have I'm going to say this is, I'm going to butcher this, but I'm going to say this is Raphael, or no? Honestly, don't know what that is. This font is so abstract. I don't even know this one, honestly. If I'm being completely honest. Let's just say rainbow, enlightened, adaptable, soulful, connected. So, I just feel, once again, that's the world. You are destined to be walking this path. You're destined to open up to this path. You're adaptable. You can change on the fly. You can be able to make the quick-witted decisions that you need to bring in this happiness, to bring in this vibrancy, to bring in this energy. I feel like the way this person is, this angel is in the rainbow card, is how you're going to be. And I feel like that's going to bring out the best energies of yourself. That's where you're going to feel the most authentic. You're going to feel the most adequate too. And I think you're just going to be able to connect with your higher self, connect with your soul purpose, connect with your soul in general. And you just got to be able to walk this path, but you've got to look towards this path. This path is calling you. It is something different than what you have realized in the past, and something that you cannot hang on to anymore. You need to look towards the future and look towards this calling, and you're going to be inspired. You're going to be enlightened. You're going to be filled with joy, filled with your own energies. Maybe you don't even know this is coming. Maybe you don't know that you can feel this way ever, but you're going to be able to feel this way. You're going to be filled with energy. So that is what I got for you, pile number 2. I gratefully appreciate you allowing me to read for you and trusting me with your energy. Thank you so much for being here, and I really hope to catch you on the next reading. Take care. Hello, my pile number 3s. Whether you have chosen the Black and Gold Night Tarot or the Hematite Crystal, welcome into your section of the video. We are trying to figure out what your next career is going to be from either an unemployed point of view or switching careers, or trying to find that next career if you're like thinking about switching jobs. So that is what we will be reading into. But let's go ahead and dive into the cards. Let's try to figure out what your current position is like, what you're currently dealing with. So that way we get a better understanding of the process here. So we have the Justice card. We have the 7 of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the 3 of Cups also coming out. So I feel like there has been some energy of being wrongly done, right? I feel like you are perceiving something here recently, whether it's been termination, or whether it's been a complicated situation that didn't transpire in the right outcome. Maybe you were on the wrong end of a certain outcome, that you kind of feel like you were either sabotaged or self-sabotaged, or maybe there's been some deceit or something along the lines of feeling like you're a victim, right? You really resonate with this energy. I feel like you really resonate with energies about yourself or about certain things affecting you a lot of the time. I feel like you are the type of person that if all things are going right, you're really absorbed into that energy. You're really feeding off that energy. And if all things are going wrong, you're also feeding into that energy, and all things are looking quite negative on the outside of things. So I think realistically, you have come from a position of feeling like really excited, really in a good energy with this past work. And for some reason, there was some really bad things that happened or transpired for you that has left you losing your job potentially, and or forcing you out to wanting to leave your job. I do feel like this is probably the biggest case scenario of someone who is unemployed out of the 3 readings because of a wrongful termination or a wrongful injustice thing that has happened. And I do completely apologize for what you have been dealing with, but I just want you to know that you are on the right path still. Like, this might come to a surprise to you. You might feel like, how on earth can I be on the right path if all these wrong things are happening to you? But I feel like these things have had to transpire for you to really realize your true worth, your self-worth, your true potential, your capability of creating something that is going to be better for you. Maybe it wasn't necessarily as great as you really realized, because maybe you were too absorbed into the good energy, and you were distracted away from anything that was negative or anything that was bad, which could also be the reason why maybe you didn't realize that this deceitful energy was coming to you, because you were distracted with the good positive energy that you were absorbed into. But like I said, you are on the right path. You are on the right course, the direction of where you're supposed to go, because you're being called to something else. Well, we'll try to get into that, try to figure out what that is exactly. But first, I want to see what it is that you need to work on to be able to attract this new energy to you for your next career, next position. We have the Hierophant. Get it to stay still. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Strength card. And we have the Lovers. So, I don't know who you're passing the blame on to. This could be a lot of different energies for a lot of different people. This could be blaming yourself. This could be blaming God. This could be blaming spirit. This could be blaming the people that were involved. This could be blaming your dog. I don't know. You're blaming somebody. And I really think that you need to quit blaming anybody, because this is a lesson for yourself. This is a lesson to grow. This is a lesson for you to really acknowledge who you're supposed to become, who you're supposed to develop into. And you need to stop forcing the blaming, negative, like hateful type of energy to something, and quit I'm not trying to be abrasive to you at all, but I'm just saying that you need to kind of see a bigger side to it all, right? You need to see the bigger picture. You need to be able to see the things that you're not really seeing and really take the blindfold off, because I feel like once you absorb into a certain energy, you're blinded by that energy to see everything else. So if you weren't blinded by all the positive things that were happening to you in your current work or your former work, then you would have seen that deceitful energy mustering up and you could have, changed it. Or without you resonating with this hateful type energy or blameful type energy and allowing that to blind you, then maybe you can find your next career position. And I think that this is something that you've got to really realize is a trend for you or is a habit for you, and kind of give yourself the care that you need to fix this, to give yourself a better relationship with those type of energies, to really give yourself a better relationship with yourself, to improve yourself. It is a great thing to improve ourselves by learning the lessons that were presented. And I feel like whoever this is that was in your life to teach you this lesson should not be blamed. It should not be, cursed out or, set a curse to or anything like that. You should really dedicate your energy to improving yourself and putting your energy forward into growing better as a person and to growing better into your next career opportunity. What is this next career opportunity going to be for pile number 3? What is this next career opportunity? And I'm just going to put this out here that the devil came out as well. You've got this attachment to these certain energies that you need to also release. Learn the lesson, heal yourself, open up to a greater potential of yourself, open up a greater energy to a better relationship with yourself, and things will grow better. But like I said, what is this next career energy going to be? We have the Moon, the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. So I'm just going to make this blatantly obvious for you that there's a lot of negative energy surrounding you. We got the Four of Pentacles, we got the Death card, and we got the Nine of Swords as well at the bottom, which has to deal with the subconscious, has to deal with the things of the unknown or not really focusing on. There is a lot of negative energies around you, and it's not just your own energies. It's the things that you're allowing to attach to you. You are currently attracting negative energies by being in a negative energy. So if you're able to defeat those energies, release those energies, then you'll be able to, overcome this. And I would like to, at this time, take the time to help you with this. And if you don't want to do this, you can fast forward to the rest of the reading, but I think it will help you. At this time, repeat after me and just believe it 100% that you're capable of doing this. Because I do believe that voice activation is the power to controlling energies and controlling what you can do with your own self and the energies within yourself. So, repeat after me. At this time, I would like to release any energies that are lower vibrational or that are negative, that consume me, that are not of my own. And I release these energies into the universe and away from me, as I do not want them, I do not appreciate them, and I do not welcome them. I release all these energies that affect me negatively out of my system, out of my body, mind, and soul. And hopefully you'll feel some sort of release energetically, whether it's a tingling sensation or whether it's, just a peace of mind or whatever the case may be for you. I just really hope that helps. But I do feel like there's a lot of negative energy surrounding you. And I think you need to protect yourself from these negative energies so you don't absorb them, because you could be an empath. You can be someone that just absorbs the energies that they are surrounded by. And maybe you don't necessarily know that you are empathic or how to control your empathic energies, things of that nature. But for the energies that you're being presented here for your next career opportunity, I feel like it's something that really resonates with you. Something that gives you, the peace of mind, something that allows you to protect your energies, something that allows you to protect yourself from deceitful energies, something that really allows your subconscious to be clear, something that you don't necessarily take home with you, something that you don't necessarily allow to overwhelm you. You have freedom, you have control, it fits your needs, it fits your principles, it fits your authority, right? You don't feel like you're being controlled, you feel like you are in control. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be in a big seat of being a controller or someone that's like a supervisor or just in a powerful position. Doesn't necessarily mean that. Just means that you have control over yourself and the things that you do and the things that you work on, and you allow yourself to really resonate with those energies and be happy, be satisfied, be comfortable, be in complete satisfaction with what your job presents to you, how your job makes you feel, how your job works for you, how your job completes the things that you need it to complete, things of that nature. So this job could be very, very basic. This job could be something of basic necessity. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you go to school for. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you work really, really hard to get to. It could be just about anything for your next job or career for yourself. I honestly think that there's just a multitude of possibilities. But what you need to resonate with is, what you feel it is that you're supposed to be doing, what you really feel connected to. If you feel like you really enjoy making people laugh, making people feel comfortable. Maybe you could be a comedian. Maybe you could be a bartender that, likes to say jokes a lot. Maybe you're a public face that allows yourself to make people smile and happy on a daily basis. But also being in a job that allows you to, control the things that you need to, allow it to pay your bills, allow it to make you feel comfortable, allow it to give you enough time off so that way you can control your energies and be comfortable with yourself. things like that. Allow your job to work for you. And this could be a part-time position. This doesn't necessarily have to be a full-time job. It could easily be a part-time position. Honestly, think that, like I said, there's just a multitude of different possibilities for you. This could be an online position. This could be, like I said, just a public face position. This could be someone that sits behind a counter or a desk that doesn't have to deal with people. Maybe it's an office job. Things that you don't have to bring home with you that you can be comfortable with. Let's see. Is there any other examples, Spirit, that I need to relay to pile number 3 of what these jobs could be? Let's see. I'm hearing like factory type work, maybe something that has a lot of repetition to it, something that you can do on a daily basis, that is fun, that is repetitive, that can just be done over and over again, that you only have one specific task that you do, that you don't necessarily have to worry about anything else happening. You just worry about your sole position of the job. Clock in, you do your job, and you leave. Something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be a factory. That's just the example that, was given to me. But I feel like these are the type of energies that you should be seeking in the job that you're looking for. And those are just some examples that you can use moving forward. But let's see if there is any sort of last thing that we need to be told in the tarot section for you, pile number 3, about your next career. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Knight of Wands. It should be something fun. It should be something that caters to your type of energy. So like, let's just say if you are a fire element, then maybe you need to cater to something that has a lot of good energy, something that is always moving, something that is always going, right? Let's say if you're a earth sign, maybe it's something that is really rigorous and something that is hardworking, something that is like a lot of workload or something like that you feel very satisfied and justified doing because you really like the energy of putting your nose down, grinding it out, and working hard, right? Maybe it's a water sign. Maybe you are going to be in a position where you just really resonate with the energy. This could be you because you're an empath. Maybe you're really resonating with the energies of the things that you do or the accomplishments that you have. Maybe you enjoy accomplishing things and seeing the outcome of certain situations that you are working hard towards, right? Maybe your customer service, maybe you're putting a smile on someone's face because you help them out with their problem or whatever the case may be. You see the accomplishment happen right in front of your eyes. These are the type of energies that you've got to match and allow that to work for you. Allow that to be what you are dedicated towards or what you lead by example with, things of that nature. Allow it to really resonate with you. Allow it to be your truth and your potential. All right, pile number 3. Let's see if we can get some last advice from the Oracle. See what they have to say. Any last advice from angels, ancestors, spirit team, the universe for pile number 3? We have time to go, transformation, completion, confidence, exit, and then focus on your health, wellness, active, radiant, nourishment. And I honestly think that has a lot to do with, the energies that you absorb or obtain, things of that nature, being able to protect yourself, being able to focus on your mental health, mental clarity aspect of things, being able to kind of just know how to control your empathic abilities. Because once you know how to control that, once you know how to not really absorb too much of something too good or something too bad, then you're really going to be able to fix your health, fix your mental health, and allow things to work for you in a better way. And then the time to go, exit, transformation, completion, confidence. It just seems like maybe it's time to release the past, allow all that baggage to be released, overcome that. This could also be talking about you could potentially be on the move. Maybe if you're a fire sign, maybe you're moving. It doesn't necessarily have to be a fire sign, but I'm just saying that it seems like you might be on the move. Maybe that's your next career path, is something that's always on the move. Maybe you are somebody that needs to move, period, to find the next career opportunity. But I do feel like firmly that it's more so talking about releasing the past, releasing the baggage, and not allowing that to weigh you down. Clear out the energy. Let it go. It's time to move on from what has happened, so that way you can find something better. Release those energies and find better energies to complete you in a better way. Learn from the lessons that you have learned or have been introduced to, and things will get better for you. That's all I can say about that, pile number 3. I hope this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and trusting me with your energy. I gratefully appreciate it. If you have any questions, make sure to comment down below in the comment section. If you want to book a private reading with me, feel free to do so. There are some affordable options down in the description below on my Ko-Fi page. And like I said, I hope to catch you in the next reading. Take care.